Hello everyone, this is Dean. Welcome back to the channel. Filipino Nurse Retires Home. Please comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, before I get too far, I want to tell you I recognize all of your participation and really thank and appreciate everything you do for the channel. Now, it's not my style of calling out names, shout out the way you do it in the Philippines. You know, I do not mention names, everyone's name, okay? I do not know all your names, and it's not fair if I'm gonna mention the names of other people who likes to be mentioned and people who does not like to be mentioned. So for the privacy reason, I do not mention anybody's name. The only way I can respond to you best is really responding to your comments. And when I comment, when I respond to your comments, it's a long one. It's not a computer generated one. Just like thank you and take care, you know. I make sure I write you a letter. So it's personalized. So that's how I recognize your participation. So I hope you'll understand that. I have a way of doing my channel, you know. So take it or leave it, guys. Okay, if you like my channel, then you subscribe. How about that? And you listen to the video. That's the most important thing. We're gonna talk about dual citizenship in the Philippines, okay? Now, I'm gonna tell you the origin of this, the history, okay? 2003, year 2003, Republic 9225, which is the Citizenship, Retention and Reacquisition Act that was launched by the Philippine government to recognize Filipinos going back home to the Philippines, okay? Filipinos who lost their citizenship, who lost their passport because they were naturalized in another country. Like for me, it's America, okay? So we were given a chance, my goodness. So we can always go home anytime and enjoy all those rights that a Filipino has, okay? Like going to school, maybe. I'm not going back to school, I'm gonna retire there. Own land, which I did, as well as own businesses. So we can do all of those, no exception. So just like a Filipino, again, all right? So we were forgiven. Now, the question is, when we get this citizenship, does the US allow dual citizenship? The answer is yes, because the US government does not require naturalized US citizen to relinquish citizenship in their country of origin. So the answer is yes, you're allowed dual citizenship in the country. Now, the Philippine Oath of Allegiance, because you're gonna do that during your reacquisition with the Philippine consulate. When you get that certificate that you're already a Filipino, your allegiance does not require a person to renounce his allegiance to any other country where you were naturalized. So I will be a dual citizen in both beautiful countries, America and the Philippines, okay? Of course, there's some requirements and some fees that is required, okay? Then I'm gonna put the link there, okay, so that you can see the requirements one by one. If not, we're gonna talk about it forever, okay? Now, who are those people that are allowed to apply for this, okay? They should be the natural born citizens in the Philippines. Who are those natural born in the Philippines? Those people who were born in the Philippines are natural born, okay? Whose mother and father are all citizens in the Philippines during birth, okay? Now, those people who were born before, in the Philippines, before January 17, 1973, and of Filipino parents. And that person elects Philippine citizenship upon reaching the age of majority. Now, example is my friend, some of my nursing friends, they were Chinese as well as one is an American. They were basically told to choose their citizenship. They were called by the government to choose their citizenship. So some opt to choose Philippine citizenship, and the others, I think one of my friends is an American, so she chose as American citizenship. So anyhow, they can apply, all right? Now, you can be a legitimate and legitimate child of a Filipino parent. You can apply for this Republic Act 9225, okay? So now, how can you apply? If you are in the US, because I know US more, you can apply in Philippine Consulate General in Houston, Texas, and I'm going to put that address also along with the link, okay? You will be notified by them by email, and then they're going to schedule you for oath taking in a site like with me. I'm from Georgia. I went, the nearest site of oath taking is in Florida, which is Jacksonville, Florida, which is only about 2 hours from us. And then along with that, also during your oath taking, do not forget to bring all your original copies of your US passport, old passport, marriage certificate, birth certificate, all original, okay? Those are just making sure that you are what you are, okay? That's the time when they would check, basically authenticate what you have. Now, you're gonna have to bring also cash money. So I would say, if there's about how many children do you have, so count them as well as you. And I'm not really sure how much this time, but it was not a lot of money at all. Now make sure that your child has to be less than 18 when she would apply or he would apply. The reason is after 18, I don't think they will let him do it. So otherwise, I was so fortunate to have my child get that before she hit 18, because I really did not even know. By that time, she was only 17. And I just realized after looking at the requirements later on that you have to be less than 18. So guys, anyway, try to really use that privilege that the Philippine government had given us to reacquire the citizenship. Because since I got that, guys, I tell you what, I bought some piece of land without any worry about transferring that to the names of my siblings, the properties I bought, okay? Because you can buy up to actually 5 hectares of land and all the other rights that a Filipino citizen enjoys, okay? So welcome back, guys. If you're gonna look at the requirements, it seems like overwhelming. Actually, it's not, okay? It's very easy to comply. So get started now. Don't lose that kind of privilege, the chance to own some properties as well as peace of mind while staying in the Philippines with your husband. Guys, thank you, and I hope you learned from this a little bit, and I'm gonna try to put the link there if I can. I'm still learning the process of this editing in the YouTube. It's a learning process. So guys, good day. Bye-bye.